Hey, Raymond. How are you? Hey, Alicia. Obsessed. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Everybody's rolling in so we can get started. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Jennifer. This is Friday Reads. So this is where we talk about what we're reading today, Friday, this weekend, and sometimes into the following week. So, what y'all reading? I'm going to start. Hey, Denise, how are you? Happy New Year. Okay, so Happy New Year to everyone first. And I wish you all a very prosperous, successful, peaceful, full of health, wealth, and all that stuff that you so dearly want for 2022. And yeah, we're going to try to make this work for us. We're just going to have to try to make it work. It is what it is. So, what am I reading? So, the first thing I'm reading is this classic by Claude McKay, Romance in Marseille. This is the Penguin Classics Edition. And yeah, Claude McKay. Get into the Claude McKay, okay? So, that's what I'm reading. That, and I'm reading one in French, y'all. I'm getting back into the French, okay? So I'm reading a classic. It's called La Fortune des Rougon. And this is by Émile Zola. And I am buddy reading this with Anna from Anna Petit Monde. And we are loving this, okay? So we have a challenge. We're reading this entire series, okay? 20 books. So we're going to do this for 2 years. So this year we're reading one book a month. This is book 1. And so that means we'll finish 12 and we'll finish the other 8 next year. So big reading project, but I'm thrilled to get to it. La Fortune des Rougon. If you're interested in reading this book or checking out Émile Zola, you can read portions of this series in English. It is translated. I think all of it is translated, actually. And there may be even some on Scribd. I think in English, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah. So that's what your girl is reading, okay? So I'm being very conservative the beginning of this year. I'm taking my time. I've been getting more into, art journaling alongside of my reading journal. I like to get back to my artistic roots. Okay, because when I get too far away from my artistic roots, I become a very unhappy person, and I don't want to be that unhappy person. Okay, so yeah, I got to get back to those artistic roots. If y'all got artistic roots, you understand what I mean. When you get away from that and you don't see it for a while, you start like changing and doing something that's not really you. Okay. So getting back to those artistic roots and enjoying that a lot. So let me hear what you guys are reading and what's up with y'all. So I see, okay, so Steel Road, which is Denise, is reading Love Songs and the Heads of the Colored People. I know you're right about that. Heads of the Colored People will be reading that this month in my Patreon book club called the Read So Lit Book Club. And our mid-month discussion, I think, is on the 16th, which is not this Sunday, but next Sunday. So if you're interested in joining, go over to my bio and click the link and you'll find it. And you can join us for the month if you would like. All right, let's see. Okay, Judas Dessert said, still reading. Okay, still reading the love songs of W.B. Du Bois. That's fine. You're taking your time. You're absorbing the words. And that's all that matters. Okay, Theo says, I'm finishing up the love songs of W.B. Du Bois and reading Pop Song by Larissa Pham. Okay, ironically, 2 titles with song. Okay, now, Theo, I don't know this second book, so you're going to need to, school us a little bit on that. So please tell me a little bit more about that book, because I've never heard of it. Okay, so Raymond says, started an arc of You Don't Know Us Negroes. Oh, okay. Let us know, Raymond. How's it going? By Zora Neale Hurston. Also, 1619 Project and Reconstruction. Whoo, you got some heavy reading on you, brother. But good reading. Heavy reading, but good reading. Summer Reads Romance says, listening to Wild Seed by Octavia Butler. Reading Renegade Love by Anne Acquire. I think it's pronounced like that. Acquire. I'm not sure. Okay. So, Unofficial Lecture, who I'm reading Les Hougons with, says La Fortune des Hougons Macquart. Ding. And Heads of the Colored People. Ding. Those are all good. Okay, so Theo says Pop Song, a book of essays on intimacy and art. Where is my notebook so I can note all this mess down? Because, I be forgetting stuff now. Y'all be giving some good recs up in here, so I'm going to write that down. Because I haven't heard of it. Sounds right up my alley. Okay, wait. What is the lady's name? Let me see if I can find it. Larissa Dubois. Larissa Dubois. Okay. All right. So that's interesting. You have 2 songs in the title and you got a Dubois. So that's kind of cool. Let's see who else is on here. Okay. Hello, Bucola. Hello, introverted Black girl. How are you? Okay, so she says, I'm about 25% away from finishing Dawn by Octavia Butler, and I started listening to Blood Pact by Tanya Huff. Oh, I love that Dawn, girl. That Dawn is good. Okay, so Tanya. Hey, Tanya. Happy New Year, girl. She says, finish Cicely Tyson's memoir, 50% into The Personal Librarian. Okay. Latrice's personal favorite. So that's real good. Summer Reads Romance says Spanish pronunciation. Wait, let me go back, girl. Cause cause I'm not following well. I don't know. What is this? Aquia? I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. So you don't have to help me with it. Is it Aquia? Cause I know they be rolling the R's and stuff. It's different from French, but if you say it's a Spanish pronunciation, I'm gonna go with Acquire. I don't know. Let me know if that's right. Okay, so Black Queens Read says, I'm reading Wahala by Nikki May. Okay, now that one looked real interesting when I saw it on African Book Addicts blog. If you're not reading African Book Addicts blog, y'all late. Because she know everything coming down the pipe. Okay. So y'all need to go over there. But I saw it on there and I said, ooh, this one looks like it could be real good. A little messy, but real good. The Diverse PhD reads, I will never stop loving that name. This weekend, I'm reading Closure, Contemporary Black British, short stories, and Island Queen. Yes, Island Queen. I need to get to Island Queen. I'm going to have to make an effort. And I think I might make an effort. I might put it in my February read, Island Queen. Liberated 4 says reading Knock at Midnight by Brittany Barnett, nonfiction, very good. Yeah, I heard it's excellent, but that book would just do me in. So I'm not ready for that. Reading Tiny Type says to Raymond, which Reconstruction book? Okay. You should definitely be following Black Readers Con, and you should definitely be following Honoré Fanon Jeffers, because she is doing the read along of Reconstruction. I mean, I'm not reading it, but I try to catch the recordings of the discussion. It's fantastic information. I'm loving that. So go check both channels out. Check out the Black Readers Con, but also go check out Honoré Fanon Jeffers. All right. Classy says, intimacy and art to Theo. Okay. Okay. So that's what she's trying to get the down on that book. Raymond says, haven't gotten to Zora's essays yet. Still reading intro of book written by Henry Louis Gates. Okay. I hope he ain't gonna give all the goodies away, because those introductions that'd be like trying to go through the minefield and not get blown up, because they always give. I hate when they give the goods away. Kate Needs Book says, I'm reading the book of Supremacy by Kate Carlisle. She is a cozy mystery author. Okay, that's good to know. Let's see. S. Wakir is reading The Bread the Devil Need by Lisa Allen Agostini. Okay, that book, if I'm not mistaken, came out in 2020, I think it was. I heard good things about it, but I don't think it didn't get the hoopla I think it maybe merited, but I'm not sure. I'm just saying that from the things I remember hearing people say about it. Okay, who else we got on here? The book again. What book? What book? What, this one? This is Claude McKay's Romance in Marseille. I'm assuming this is the book you're talking about. I'm not sure. This one is in French, but you can get this one in English if you want to read a translation. But I think he might have been talking about this one. This is Romance in Marseille by Claude McKay. If that's the one you're talking about. Okay, so Giga Lisa says, reading Heads of the Colored People. Buddy reading Girl in Translation with my son. Oh, that's great. Reading with your kids. And just started the love songs of W.E.B. Du Bois. All right now. Okay. Oh, hey, me 4000 me. Happy New Year. Okay. Okay, a lot of people coming in. If you just came in, hey, Shoes for All Five. Happy New Year. If you just came in, please let us know what you're reading, because this is Friday Reads, where we discuss what we're reading. I am reading this one, Claude McKay's Romance in Marseille. And I'm reading this one in French by Émile Zola, which is called La Fortune des Rougons. So that's what I'm reading. Let's see. Me 4000 Me says a cookbook called Life is What You Bake It by Valley Lomas. That sounds interesting. Yes, Classy. Honore and Raymond are doing a fantastic job with that reconstruction. Y'all doing a fantastic job also with 1619, but I just listened to the first one just to get a little taste. But when I actually finish reading it, I will be going back to watch those. Because I watched the one with Raymond and Kat. Child, that one was good. That was fire. They were killing it on there. So I will be going back to catch those once I've finished reading it, the 1690 Project. Okay, so Kat Nicole says, I'm currently reading Island Queen by Vanessa Riley. Another person in here reading Island Queen. I need to get on it. Is this like a hand, girl, get to Island Queen. Reading Tanya Type says, just finished Firekeeper's Daughter. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, that must be fantasy. Correct me if I'm wrong. LaShonda Porter says, somebody mentioned the personal library. I remember Jersey Farm. Highly recommended that. I may need to read that to jump off my 2022, get me back on track. Yeah, apparently we'll get you back on track. At least that's what Jersey Farm Latrice says. She absolutely loved that book. Me 4000 Me says, also reading Dava Shastri's Last Day by Kirthana Ramasetti. I think it is. I don't know that one. Tell us what it's about. Let's see. Raymond says, Red Stony, the road to led me down the rabbit. I think you mean rabbit hole, more older or older than Reconstruction books. Yeah, okay, rabbit hole. That's what I thought. Okay, Melanated Reader says, I'm reading The Teller of Secrets by Busy Ajapong. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talking about that one. I think the first person I heard talking about it was Comfy Cozy Up. She did a review. She had it in one of her reading vlogs on her YouTube. So you can go check that out if you want to see her review. Theo Reed said, I loved Heads of the Colored People. Belle Lettre has lived rent-free in my mind since. All right, now. I'm going to keep that in mind. Tanya says to LaShonda, it really is a great read about passing. Okay. Shoes for All Five. I am waiting for the release of Aftermath, Life in the Fallout of the Third Reich, 1945 to 1955, and currently reading Isabel Allende's A Long Petal of the Sea. Those sound like two very good reads. Yeah, very good reads. Giga Lisa says, Belle Lettre is one of the funniest things I've ever read. Okay. All right, so that's for the people that are reading Heads of the Colored People. Judith's Dessert says, I highly recommend The Personal Librarian and Island Queen. Child, we didn't be recommended The Personal Librarian so much. Like, we all thinking Personal Librarian when we lay our heads down at night. Okay. All right, LaShonda says, I'm checking my library now. Okay. All right, so Life Lived Books says, listening to Black Leopard, Red Wolf and reading An Arc of Small World by Jonathan Evison. Okay, I haven't heard of that one. Small World, I haven't heard of that one. Jazzy Fresh 89 says, reading The Taste of Sugar on audio and reading The Polygamist. Woo, child, The Polygamist. That's going to snatch your edges. You're going to have no edges left when you finish that book. Both books are great so far. Yep. I can vouch for the Polygamist is going to snatch your edges and you are going to have no pearls around your neck. Okay. So be careful. It's that good. Sherry Maple says, I'm currently reading The Miseducation of the Negro, Conjure Woman, and rereading Ida, A Sword Among Lions. Ooh, very interesting. All right. I don't know what Anna is laughing about, but she laughing, girl. Hey, Patrice. How are you? Kate Needs Book says, I will have to get The Personal Library. Yeah, you're going to have to get it because every week, I mean, Latrice isn't here, I don't think. But when she gonna mention The Personal Librarian. I'll be sure of that. Okay. Melanated Rita says, yes, The Polygamist. I totally agree with it. Just like that. Yes, The Polygamist. Bring it. Lit Lagosian says, is The Personal Librarian about passing? Yes, it is, dear. Just listen to Nella Larsen's Passing, and I'm wondering why folks love that book. Because the writing is beautiful. What do you mean why people love that book? Are you mad, girl? That writing is fire. The thing about Passing that I love is how there's all of those subtleties in talking about passing itself, but the subtleties and the little societal the societal judgment and just how people react to passing and how hard it must have been to pass. And you even start to wonder, why the hell would anybody want to pass after you read that? I just think everything about that book is beautifully done. It's a story that's not long at all. And it says tons of things. Like, I can't wait to go and reread that because there are a lot of little subtleties in the way she tells the story that makes it a kind of story that you can reread and probably see things that you didn't see the time you read before. I'm not really sure why you didn't like it, but girl, come on now. Nella Larsen, she killed it in that book. It's fantastic, the reading. Now, if you didn't like reading the book, maybe you should try listening to the audio, because I think the audio is really good too. So that might be something for you to check out. Okay. Hey Rena, Happy New Year. Stop laughing, melanated reader. I don't know what y'all laughing about up in here. Y'all just be laughing all the time. Lord, I don't know. That's a classic for a reason. Okay. It is written to a fault. Okay. That voice is so, it's slightly haunting to me, that voice. And you see all the fallout of passing. You know, it's just, oh, loved it. All right. Okay, so she listened to the audiobook. Yeah, maybe you need to read it then. Because I read it, but I heard people say that the audiobook was good too. But I read it and I was totally invested. And I was totally like, at some points my jaw dropped. I was just like, oh my God, she going there. Yeah. Well, the ending can be a little annoying, but I think the ending, she tries to make it a little mysterious. So, but I can't, that's why I didn't give it 5 stars, is because of the ending. But the rest was on point. Why did the narrator grate on your nerves? I'm not sure why. Probably because you listened to it and you didn't read it. Hey, Cookie. Okay, made the protagonist vapid and fickle. I don't know. I think you need to read it with the eyes of a woman from that time period, not the eyes of a young woman of today. And I think if you do that, you'll see it a little bit differently. You'll see it just a little differently. You won't be thinking vapid and fickle. You'll be thinking something else. Hey, Rena. Okay, yeah, no, dump the audio. Like, I would have just told you to read the book. Hey, Book Whimsy too. All right. Okay, Theo says, have you read Quicksand? No, I haven't read Quicksand yet. It's even more subtle than Passing. Yeah, I feel like there's something there for that subtlety. For me, it's fire. It's everything. Because it's something that I feel that a lot of writers today don't do a lot of subtle. They just do, like, they just come out the gate and they just say, this is what he did, this is what she did, you know, back and forth. He said, she said, what had happened, all that, you know. The subtlety, though, not so much. Some writers do, but I think the majority of them do not do the subtlety. And yeah, I think we could do a little bit of subtlety. You know, I think that could add, you know, to the reading experience. You know, we don't need to be told everything blow by blow. It's good to be able to kind of have to, yeah, slide between the lines and have people not be perfect and be painted as, you know, as grays and not just white and black. And I think there isn't enough of that, maybe, at least I don't think there's enough of it in today's modern writing, in my opinion. But that's just me. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think. You can disagree. We can talk here. LaShonda says, I wasn't a fan of the Passing Netflix series. Something just wasn't on point for me. Let me know what you think about it. Okay. Now, you see, this is the reason why I have not watched that show. It's because when I saw the women that were playing the roles, I was like, what the not passing is going on here? Because they both look like full-ass black women. I mean, to me, they look like black women. They don't look like they're passing. However, the woman who did the movie Now she could have done the role because she looks like she could be passing because her mother is black, if I'm not mistaken. But the two ladies, I was just like, what the not passing is going on here? So I've not watched it, because I already have in my mind what I envision those characters to look like. And I don't think I want it disturbed by watching a movie where I'm already looking at the poster and saying, what the not passing is going on here, So yeah, so that's just me. Tanya said, that passing seems like a lot of work. Oof. You telling me, child? I don't know. It seems a lot. I don't even know. In the end, is it really worth it? I'm not really sure. Maybe it was worth it for Bella DaCosta, but because she managed to get away with it with no problem. But still, she gave up, I'm sure, a lot. She gave up a lot in order to do that passing thing. LaShonda says, I'm glad I read the book versus watching Netflix. Well, yeah, because Steel Road said, Quicksand and Passing, hand in hand, both are classics. Absolutely. LaShonda says, right. Classy says, I believe the director's family passed. Yeah, that was one of the reasons why she was brought to want to do, to read the book first and actually do it. But, she could have done the role over the actresses because she looks, the part of passing. The court case says the art of subtlety. Yes. Lit Like Ocean says to Steel Road, will look for quicksand. Steel Road said, refuse to watch the next. See, I'm not the only one. People was looking at me and saying, what you mean you're not watching it? It's like, because they don't look like they passing. So I'm confused. I don't want to watch it. B4000 Me says, has anybody read any good books with good anti-heroes? Wait, there's one that I read that was an anti-hero. I can't think of what it is right now. Give me a minute. I did read one. It was an anti-hero, but that was in 2020 called The Parisian by Isabella Hamad, I think her name is. And her main character is kind of like an anti-hero. But I think there's another one too that I've read. I got it. Let me think about that. You caught me off guard, me 4000 Me. The only one I can think of really on the top of my head is that one, which is The Parisian by Isabella Hamad. That's the one that comes to mind first. Raymond says, I saw The Passing. I thought it was okay. We'll be reading the book next. Yeah, definitely read the book. Theo says, I would have been exposed with my mannerisms, diction, repassing. Well, yeah, you see, that's the thing about passing, though, all that gotta correlate, kind of thing. And you gotta stay in character 24/7, especially if you're married to someone like the woman in Passing one of them is married to a white man. So she got to keep it all, together all the time, So yeah, I don't know if it's worth it. Personally, I wouldn't do it. I mean, I'm like a little confused why anybody would wanna put themselves through that, but I don't know. Sherry Maple says there's a nonfiction book called A Chosen Exile that writes about the history of passing. Let me get that down. Let's see, what is that? Okay. Let me get sure. Sherry Maple is recommending A Chosen Exile. Have you got an author on that, Sherry? Let me know. Let's see. Okay, so Classy says, quiet as kept. Black people always recognize our foe. Now, I know. This is the thing. We always recognize each other. And, this is really funny. I don't know if you guys know the author Andrea Lee, who wrote Red Island House. It came out last year. I was looking up some information on one of her books. And when I put her name in, in the Google search, you will never guess what dropped down. Is Andrea Lee Black? I was like, okay, people. All right, whatever. I just thought that was very funny, because that's the kind of thing. It's like, anyway, move on. Rena Reed says, but wasn't that the point in that passing is for white folks because black folks always know our people? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Luster. What about luster? What about luster? I'm not sure what you're asking. Right. Okay, so Classy says to Rena, right. We know subtle black features that white people don't recognize. Absolutely. Six Virtue says, I'd say the main character in Luster is an anti. I don't know about that. In my opinion, no. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't look at her as an anti-hero. Hey, Kiki. Hey, Sydney. Happy New Year. It's Summer Lovey says, I didn't know it was a book. I need to read the book first. I assume you're talking about Passing. Yes, it was a book first. Six Virtue says, Otessa Moshfegh is known for, yes, she is known for anti-heroes. I definitely agree with that, but that's not really my cup of tea. But yes, that sounds like it's more fitting to me as anti-heroes, because that's pretty much what she kind of writes, I would say. Shoes for All Five says, I read an e-arc called Camilla Knows Best, which is a Desi update of Emma. Okay. And I thought the heroine was something of an anti-hero. Okay. Or maybe I just didn't like her. Okay. It was called Camilla Knows Best. Let me write that down because I love these kinds of retellings. I think they're a really cool way of bringing to life a classic again. Camilla Knows Best. Okay, Emma and Desi. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, everybody's coming with the Rex today. Novel Knit Poetess says, have you read Property Rights by Elizabeth M. Smith Pryor? No, I haven't read that. It is based on a true story about the Rhinelander trial. No, I haven't read that at all. No. Let's see. Oh, you're laughing about the Google search. I was laughing. I was giggling my ass off. I was like, y'all got to be kidding me. Now stop it. Stop it. Okay? Stop it. Oh my God. Hey, Pam, how you feeling, girl? Hope you're feeling better. Sherry Maple says, A Chosen Exile was written by Allison Hobbs. Let me get that down. Allison, L-A-L. Okay, Allison. Yeah, Allison Hobbs. Okay, so that's really good. Okay, so Pam says, I'm finishing off a children's series, hopefully this weekend, The Mirror Visitor. Think it was French, The Mirror Visitor. I have to think about that. And also enjoying Finlandia so far on audio. Okay, happy reading. Happy New Year, girl, Kiki. I hope you're going to have a great 2022. I really look forward to following your content on here. Hey, Latrice. Girl, we've been talking about you and your personal librarian now. Life Live Book says the main character of the Pisces was sort of an anti-hero. Yeah, I guess you could say that's correct. Yeah, I would say that's right. If you don't mind reading a story about a merman, but I thought it was real good. But I think you could say she's kind of an anti-hero, yeah. Oh man, it's been a day. Hey y'all, that's Jersey Farm. Hey Stefan, Happy New Year. Kiki says from If This Is Paradise, are we sharing? Yes, we are. We're sharing what we're reading at the moment. Yes, just like usual. I'm in the middle of a lot of books, she says, as usual, including Marlon James's Moon Witch. Ooh, okay. Spider King and Black Leopard Red Wolf. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Lit Like Ghostin says the personal librarian is in the building. I know, right? Raymond says to Jersey Farm, the personal librarian has been shouted out a few times today. Yes, she has. If This Is Paradise says I'm enjoying Moon Witch, so I wonder if Black Leopard was as bad as I remembered. Laugh out loud. I'm almost sure it was. Oh dear. Pam 85 says still not getting better. Oh no. Though back working from home, they can't diagnose long COVID until 12 weeks. Girl, I am so sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that. Please take care of yourself. Stay warm. Stay in. And yeah, like make sure your surroundings, the people that come and see you and stuff, wearing a mask to protect yourself. Let's see. It's Summer Lovey says, I have to grab the book. I couldn't get into the Netflix show. Yeah. The book is better, I'm sure. Latrice says, oh, we talking about the personal librarian. No, we've been and talking about the personal librarian, girl. We ain't talking about the personal librarian again. We got off because we started talking about passing, and then we came around to the personal librarian because we said if Latrice was here, she would be talking about the personal librarian. So yeah, we good, girl. You got to mention it again. Shoes for All 5 says, I read The Mirror Visitor. Oh, okay. Did you like it? If This Is Paradise says, and thank you so much for wonderful comments on my page. I hope your 2022 goes wonderfully too. Thank you so much, girl. Y'all, if y'all are not following If This Is Paradise, y'all missing out because she gives stellar recommendations and excellent commentary. And I love her stories as well. So y'all need to go over there and follow if you're not following. Dancing with Nature 925 says, I just started the personal librarian. There you go. There you have it. Latrice, somebody doing it. It's Summer Lovey says, I'm reading The New Jim Crow right now. Okay, now I hear I remember when that one came out. I know that's a real good one. It got excellent reviews. Okay, so Theo said, yes, this COVID-19 variant is spreading out of control, girl. Look, my husband came home last night and he wasn't taking off his mask. And I'm like, what's going on here? And he was like, a man that's on my team tested positive for COVID. So I'll be wearing the mask every night when I come home after work. And I was just like, bruh, no. So we're both wearing masks until we can be sure that my husband hasn't picked up COVID from that numbskull at work. Rena Reed says, I just ordered the personal librarian from, I think that's Book of the Month, because I heard so many folks talk about it. Yeah. If This Is Paradise says, oh, so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I know. It's terrible. I want Pam to get better real soon. Don't do that to me, D. No, girl, no, we ain't talking about the personal librarian no more. Come on now. You should have came earlier. Then you could have talked about it all you wanted. Pam 85 says, hopefully he hasn't picked it up. Girl, no, I hope not. Because, look, I was like, one of us got to go. I was like, look, I'm going to have to get a hotel room or go around the corner and stay at my friend's place. She's got these little 2 apartments in the back of her property. I might have to go rent one of them to get away from you with your COVID, because I was like, I can't do it. Sorry. This girl ain't doing COVID. This girl's an asthmatic. I just came back from the doctor today for my yearly checkup for my asthma and allergies and stuff. And he was like reassuring me, now you can go back to the pool. It's okay. Just don't go when the kids are there. Child, I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot for me. I think I'm becoming a professional recluse at this point. So Pam Pam says, I managed not to pass it on, but picked it up from taking paperwork from someone in the office. Good God. That's terrible. Jean K. Wong says, hi, I am staying home, although got the booster. Yeah, I got the booster too. Today, when I left the doctor's, I went to the pharmacy and got my flu shot. Girl, I'm in jet, and she jabbed me up like so hard, because the pharmacist, in here in France, you can get your flu shot at the pharmacy, and the pharmacist will do the shot because they have like the first few years of med school, so they can at least give you a shot. But damn, she jabbed it up on me like nobody's business. I was like, ouch. Damn. She's like gonna make my arm hurt tonight. If This Is Paradise says, OMG, thanks to everyone who just followed me. Girl, yeah, you need to be followed because that content needs to be watched. I would definitely be your PR. You know that. Pam Pam 85 says, oh, thank you everyone. How amazing all you are. Yeah, we all want you to get better because, this is what I talked about a little bit last year. It's this idea of having your welfare depend on what other people are going to do. And you cannot count on other people sometimes, well, I'll say most of the time, to do the right thing. And that's what pains me the most. One of the things that pains me the most. The second thing that pains me the most is that I have to be a recluse because I'm an asthmatic. I have severe asthma. And so I got to stay in the house. I can't travel. My ass is old. I had plans for this period. My husband and I were supposed to be traveling the world and seeing things and living our best 50s. Chill. I'm probably going to be stuck up in this damn house for the next 5 years. And it just pisses me off. I can't. Pisses me off. Classy says, I'm about to take shots when I hear the personal... It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah. If This Is Paradise says, I'm dead, I need to check this personal librarian book out. Jersey Farm says, left out, not one of us has to go. No, okay. All right. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Pam Pam says, I think my asthma is screwed again because of it. Yeah, my asthma was doing really well before the pandemic because I was swimming 4 times a week. And then this pandemic came and messed everything up. And now I'm just reduced to walking and because I cannot run. I have 2 injuries on the same leg. So I can't run anymore. So swimming was my thing. And then this freaking pandemic showed up and now it's like a hot mess. But my doctor reassured me I can go back because I'm fully vaccinated and I'm boosted up. And he said, you should be fine. Just don't go when the kids are there. All the swimming pools in France now have to, ask people for their pass. So you can only get in if you're vaccinated normally. So he said, you should be okay. Just don't go when the kids are there. Because them kids is the ones that are giving everybody the COVID. Them kids. Okay. I'm just saying, be careful when you see the kids. Oh, so Kiki says the same on the asthma and the recluse. I can't. Nope, I can't either. And it's like, it's making me revert into my life, at home, which I do a lot of reading. I'm getting back into my art and, doing stuff. Yeah, look, I'm about to cancel my next book club here in Normandy and tell everybody, look, we're going to do it online. But I know they're going to say, no, let's do it face to face. And I'm be, okay, fine. Y'all FaceTime me in because I'm not coming. I'm just, I can't do it. Sorry, I can't do it. Pam says, my symptoms started day of booster appointment. Oh, crap. Oh, my God. That's terrible. Okay. Classy says, my pulmonologist told me to stay away from kids, especially college kids, because they are germy and don't follow don't follow protocol. Another reason why I left higher education. Girl, look, I'm a teacher, but guess what? I teach everybody on the Skype and the Zoom, okay? There was one parent is like last year, at the end of last year, talking about, I think it was like in September, oh, do you think you'll be coming back, that you could come back to the house? I was like, no. Why would I want to come back to the house? To get COVID from your kid? Because her kid is in like the middle school age. She like 14 or something, or 13. Oh my God. I was like, no. Why? You don't want to pay anymore? No. We want you to stay. We just was wondering. I'm like, well, no, I'm not coming in. Rena says people feel like mask and vaccine is a political choice and not about the welfare of others. I'm tired. Well, then look, you know what? When the government starts saying, if your ass gets COVID and you go to the hospital and your ass isn't vaccinated, you got to pay all your bills yourself because your insurance company is not going to pay. That's when shit's really going to come down the pipe. That's when people really going to get on board, to do their vaccinations. Because when the insurance company is going to say, nope, we're not paying for your, stay in the hospital with your COVID because you didn't want to get vaccinated. When they come down with that one, that's where you're really going to see what people going to do. That's the only way they're going to do it, is if their insurance company turns up and says, nope, sorry, we're not going to pay for your, 2-week stay on a ventilator in the hospital. And then that's when they're going to start doing what they need to do. Because that's the only thing that means anything to people anymore is fucking money. Rena Reed says, and I live in Florida. Girl, bless you, honey. Bless you, honey. Introverted black girl said, kids are nasty. Yeah, they are nasty. They don't wash their damn hands. They got their heads right up next to each other. If they're not bringing home COVID, a cold, a gastroenteritis, they're bringing home something, fleas, gnats, something. They're bringing home something all the time. Life Live Book says, so many people are asymptomatic with Omicron. I know. And Hubs got it from work, but me and the kids never got it. COVID is strange. It is strange. And then, I don't know if y'all heard, but the French, they didn't go on and found another variant. It hasn't gotten a name yet, but it's because they haven't had enough cases of people with that particular variant. Child, I hope they never name that son of a bitch. I hope it stays unnamed so that we don't have to hear about another variant. If This Is Paradise says, as a general question, are there any 2022 releases anyone's particular looking forward to? Yeah, this one right here. A Woman of Endurance by Dalma Llanos Figueroa. This one gonna be bomb, y'all. So if you're interested in reading this one, you need to get your copy of Daughters of the Stone and read it before it comes out. It's coming out in April 2022. I think it's coming in English in 2022 and Spanish the month before. This is what I'm really looking forward to right here. I guarantee this one is going to be fire right here. That's the one I'm looking forward to. Okay, y'all asked, y'all saw. Okay. Yep. When you hit the pockets, stuff get real. That's exactly right. Pam says, we have had really good mask wearing. In Scotland, 99% wear them, and very few anti-vax folks. Thank God, as I'd arrested, if I'd get arrested if I saw them. Yeah. Raymond says, didn't we almost have it all coming out in February? Book about Whitney Houston. Yeah, I don't know. I remember hearing something. Fleas. Girl, they be having everything. Lice. Girl, they be bringing home everything, Rena. Look. No new variants. I know. That's why it's like, the fuck? They didn't found what? And they name it like, 9041 something. 90214 dash something. So I said, good. They ain't got a name for it. That means a lot of people don't have it yet. Let's hope nobody else gets it, because I won't be able to stand another variant at this point. Let's see. Son of a bitch variant. I'm telling you, honey. Let's see. Yeah, they finally got that arc to me, honey. It came. I didn't even know it was coming. And then boom, it landed right there. If This Is Paradise says, ooh, I don't know that one, Dee Dee, looking it up. Okay, so this one, this is like the part 2 of her first book, which is called Daughters of the Stone. So you're going to need to read Daughters of the Stone and then pick this one up. But look at that cover. That cover, though, bomb. Love that cover. Okay. Alba. Yay, A Woman of Endurance. I know. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Okay. Yeah, I think Alba, they said it would be in, I'm not sure if it was in Spanish first. I think that's what I heard. In Spanish in March, in English in April. But you can go and look that up. But they are definitely being published in 2 languages, Spanish and English. That's for sure. But I think it's Spanish in March and English in April. Jersey Farm says, Dee Dee, do you remember the Black woman's blog who had all the 22? Oh, that's African Book Addict. You can go check her blog out. It's bomb. She hitting it. She knows everything that comes down the pipe. So I've been following her for years over there on her blog. Years, like 7, 8, maybe even 9 years or something. She's been blogging for a long time. I'm looking forward to If an Egyptian Cannot Speak English by Noor Naga. Okay, tell us what that's about. Oh, you want a poster? Well, then you might need to solicit Amistad. Say, Amistad, where the posters at? EMX Charlie 3 says late, so I'm popping in to say, hey girl. Noor Naga sounds spicy. Is Dama coming? I want merch, posters, greeting cards, the works. Y'all are hilarious. Y'all need to go over to Dama's, her IG, and tell her. Say, Dama, where the mugs, the greeting cards, the posters, where the merch at? Come on. Bring us the merch, Dama. We want merch. Six Virtue says to Kiki, she's a great writer, has a good prose poetry book called Wash's Praise. You should check it out for sure. Raymond says to Kiki, full title of book, Didn't We Almost Have It All? Okay, In Defense of Whitney Houston by Garrett Kennedy. Oh, it's coming out February 1st. Let's see, didn't we almost have it all? Garrett Kennedy. Okay. So Kiki says, I remember seeing her on a panel. Oh, yeah, okay. What else? Okay, so that has been a really productive moment in Friday Reads. It's been real good chatting with everybody and seeing what everybody is reading. And yeah, this is fantastic. I'm glad everybody took the time to come in and, chat about what they're reading and yeah, getting reacquainted and getting ready to start, 2022 with a bang. Yeah, I will definitely be back next Friday where, of course, same time, 6 p.m. Paris time, we talk about books, colorism, COVID, Lord. We talked about everything. But that's the whole point, bringing those books full circle. So I will definitely be back. Yes, I know. I was like, Sidney Poitier died, but why? No. I mean, ugh. I mean, why do we always have to start the year like that? I just think, geez, Louise, give me a break. So sad. So sad. Okay, so Steel Road says, looking forward to reading Yanagihara's A Little Paradise. To Paradise. Yeah, I haven't heard overwhelming commentary on it. I heard it's kind of boring. I'm still trying to get through A Little Life, so I'm gonna have to. I've put that one on my big book list for this year because I started reading A Little Life and then I stopped like around page 115. So I got to get back and start all over again and see if I can't like be serious and read the damn book. Okay. So, if I can get through that one or The People in the Trees, maybe I could try that one too. So if I can make that one, then, but To Paradise, I haven't heard anything great about it. So I don't know what that's all about because I don't know the author well enough. One literature nut. Oh, that's cute. Homesick today, so I got to catch this live. Great. I also want to read Paradise. Okay, good. Yay for big books. And also, don't forget on here, we're doing the Kindle challenge. I'm gonna call it the Catch Up Kindle Challenge or the Kindle Catch Up Challenge, where you have to read 4 Kindle editions by the beginning of April. Since a lot of people on here said they had a ton of Kindle books on their Kindles, on their e-readers. So we said we would do this challenge, which is, to try to read 4 books on your Kindle or your e-reader, whatever kind of e-reader you have, by the beginning of April. And so like the beginning of April or mid-April, for Friday Reads, we'll exchange what we're reading at the moment. And then we'll have the second part. We'll talk about what Kindle books we read that we recommend and the ones that we do not recommend. Okay. Because we want the no recommend as well. So if you're interested in squelching, and reading some of these Kindle books that you have, if you have a lot. I looked at mine. I think I have totally 163, but clearly I don't have as much as some of the people on here have. I heard something like 600. Some of these people got like 600 Kindle copies on their Kindle. I'm like, 600? And they're like, yeah, but those 99-cent deals are good. I'm like, not in France, they're not. So, Kiki says, I have a ton of Kindles too, and a Kindle Unlimited free trial going on right. Well, there you go, honey. There you go. You can start. Try to read 4. I mean, if you want to read more, please do. But the challenge is to read 4 because I want everybody to be able to do it. Like, no excuses, me included. I'm going to read the 4 by April. Okay. Oh my God, somebody who maxed out their Kindle. Oh my God. You got to be kidding me. That's crazy. Whew. Like, look, I don't really do a lot of Kindle buying. Like, I kind of wind up with books that are kind of old, that you can't find in print anymore and stuff. But 600? No. I took off all the ones that I'd already read, and I came out with 163. I was like, okay, that seems reasonable. And I was like, 600? Like, hell no. Mm. Oh no, your daughter took your Kindle. Thousands. How do you get thousands of Kindle copies? Like, how did it work? That's too much. My Kindle, well, mine was gathering dust too, but last year I broke it out again and started, reading things and picking up some books. Like I read last year, There Is Confusion by Jesse Redmond Fawcett. Whoo, child, that book was fire. But like, you can't get that book in a physical copy. You got to read it on Kindle because they want to sell you the physical copy for 400 euros. Like, nah, I ain't buying it for 400 euros. So I had to break out my Kindle and get it on there. A couple of other classics I got on there as well. 3,000? But why? Wow. If This Is Paradise says, I know romance readers are hardcore about ebooks. They read so many and they don't have all as physical books. Okay, yeah. So, but still, 3,000, that's crazy. It's crazy. Tonya says you can put the app on your phone or iPad. You're talking about the Kindle app, I guess. Raymond says the person with the maxed out Kindle is a retiree and has a lot of time on their hands. Yeah, but what happened to the library? Like, what had happened? That's a small fortune, but it's probably still cheaper than buying them. Because some of the Kindles, I mean, you could get lucky and get, like, got lucky at the end of last year, and I picked up How the Word Is Passed, and I only paid $1.99 for it. So, if you're doing a 99 cents and the really cheap ones, I think you can, you could come out cheaper. Okay, so Life Lived Books says sometimes books published in Europe come to Kindle before they come to print here. That's possible, but because I live in France and it's a francophone country, the books that are in other languages on Kindle, like, they don't do that many cheap days. And when they do, you either don't know, so you happen upon that the book has been reduced in price, or they'll say, yeah, we're having a $1.99 or 99 cent, sale, but all the books are shit. It's nothing anybody wants to buy. So Abby Gordon 5 says a lot of my ebooks are romance, but 3,000, yeah. Well, look, I'm telling you. Rosendo Gons says I use my Kindle only for library books. Library book checkout. Okay. Lid Like Ocean says to Kiki, that's the genre I read on Kindle. Oh, okay. So people have preferred genres that they read on Kindle. Okay, that's new to me. I don't care. I just put everything on there. Sherry Maple says I have about 100 in audiobooks. Ooh, child. I don't keep all my audiobooks, but I don't have a lot from Audible anymore. But when I do, I usually pass one to my friend here who lives in France. She lives actually not far from where my in-laws live. My mother-in-law lives. And so I give her some of my Kindle, my Audible copies when I'm done. Because you can only give Audible copies to people that live in the same country as you. Little Like Ocean says, Badidi, who had 3,000 books in their house? That's an episode of Hoarder. Not if they're all on bookshelves, it's not. That is not an episode of Hoarders. Okay? Yeah, so that's just because people would prefer reading physical. I prefer physical copies, but I don't always want that physical copy. Like, look, I got this arc, but I want, I'm going to read the arc, but I want the real copy of this. So I'll be giving this away to somebody. I don't know who, somebody. Okay, so If This Is Paradise says, right, romance is what made me start using ebooks. Okay, in the first place. Especially with all the e-publishers back in the day. Okay. All right, girl. Jersey Farm says 3,000 Kindle books is crazy. They need to get a Scribd account. I know, right? Like, it's $9.99. Stop playing. It's better than Audible. One literature nut says, yeah, I check out ebooks that are longer through the library. Okay. Raymond says, nah, they need an intervention. Ollie's Books and Beads says, it's my birthday next week and I'm buying mad books. And so you should. And so you should. If This Is Paradise says, ebooks are great for me with academic reads because of the annotation and easy highlight and search options. Okay. Sounds good to me. Sounds all good to me. Christy says, I don't keep all of mine either. I give them to my friends. Yeah. Raymond says, my Kindle is filled mostly with ARCs. I rarely buy Kindle books. Okay. Well, you can, Raymond. 99 cents. Jesse Fresh 89 says, it's Kindle Unlimited for me. I love my Kindle. I almost never read physical books anymore. Wow. Okay. Sherry Maple says, I have about 1,000 books in my apartment. Girl, I probably have maybe about the same. About 1,000, but it's in my house. It's a little different. I'll probably have about 1,000, maybe even a bit more. Christy says, I'm at the point where I only get the physical copy when the book really, really hits. See, this is going to be me for 2022. Jersey Farm says that too. Abby Gordon 5 says ARC, which is, an ARC is what do you call that? This is like the beginning. This is an uncorrected proof. This one, it's like not even, because an ARC is corrected, if I'm not mistaken. This is an uncorrected proof. So it's the book that is put out before they put out the real book. It can still contain things that in the real edition may or may not be in there, or may not be in the right order as it was in the ARC. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, advanced reader's copy. Some Raven did it. Yeah, I love Scribd too. Scribd is turning out to be a lot more interesting than freaking Audible, but that's normal. Amazon is weird. Yeah, so that's it, people. I'm gonna have to bug off of here. But it's been a pleasure. I'll be back next Friday, 6 p.m. Paris time, so we can talk about what we're reading. If you have a chance, please go back and like this video and drop a comment and tell me if you liked it, what you didn't like, what I can improve on, and what you would like to talk about, maybe next time if we have a chance. And yeah, so I will see you all then. Have a great weekend, great week, lots of great reading. Bye-bye.